Album of the Month.
What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Album of the Month, this time for July 2018, and I couldn't be more excited to be talking to you about Cowboy Junkies and their 16th studio LP, All That Reckoning. Yes, this band has been around since 1985, 30 plus years, still going strong. This Canadian alt rock / country, Americana, whatever you want to call them, band that have really perfected their sound at this point. The Timmons siblings, Margot, Michael, Peter, and then Alan Anton on bass, who I have to just say front and center may be the MVP of this record, because just even from the opening notes of the very first track, All That Reckoning Part 1, the prominent big sound of the bass, just giving you that opening sense of this dark, brooding, mysterious sound that feels like it's building, but it never quite explodes. It's just very tasteful guitar playing by Michael throughout, and the lyrics are just so cool. You can tell something really personal is going on when Margot says, then I found it was poison, talking about a relationship gone bad, and you know you're in for an album that may not have a lot of glimmers of hope. This thing is definitely thematically very dark and feels kind of appropriate in the times we're living in. Like the second track, When We Arrive, keeps saying welcome, kind of giving a welcome to the album, but also one of the lines is, welcome to the age of disillusion, which sounds very depressing, but it just, it resonates. And that's, you know, there's also some up-tempo tracks on here as well, like Sing Me a Song, which is very cool. Sounds like it could have been from some of their 90s albums, the sound of that track. And it has some pick-me-up lines like sing me a song of love, sing me a song of joy. They're talking about America specifically. So there's obviously some political overtones to what they're talking about on this album, very much so as well on my favorite track on this album, The Things We Do to Each Other, which is also just an amazing video that is simplistic but also just hits all the right notes. Simplistic in the lyrics as well, saying, and I want to get this right, so let me pull it up. Fear is not so far from hate, so if you get the folks to fear, it only takes one small twist to kick it up a gear. And then you can control hate, but only for so long, and when you lose control, oh man, the things we do to each other. And yeah, it's just, you know, these times that we're in are so divisive, and we really need to, even if it's just to take a step back and assess the damage that we're doing to each other as human beings, and say, okay, maybe I need to walk away from watching too much of the news, for example, like the video kind of depicts in a very simple yet unifying way. It's a really cool video. You should check it out, and just check out this album, because from start to finish it is just brilliant and breathtaking, and how, as I said earlier, there's just moments where other bands, younger bands perhaps, would capitalize on the fact that, okay, let's build this up into a scream and then just, you know, add all this crazy distortion and build it into something. But no, they let these songs breathe, and you really feel the words that Margot is putting pen to paper on. And the ending track on here, The Possessed, is an acoustic number that feels like a love ballad, but then when you hear the lyrics, the opening and the closing line are, I found the devil. And it's like, man, this is just really heavy stuff when you get into this record. But then you got, you know, songs like Missing Children, and which from a song title is very heavy, and Nose Before Ear that have these kind of like really kind of funky grooves mixed in. So it's not all, just slow down tempo downers of songs. There's enough in there to chew on musically that you can really enjoy for a fan of any kind of music. And I just think this is a great record. As I said, a timely record. In these crazy times that we're living in, no matter what side of the fence you're on, there's something to really love here, and find that within the darkness, there's light that we all need to kind of figure out how to strive in that direction and unify and find that, these things that we do to each other maybe are not so good, and maybe we need to reflect on that. So a beautiful, reflective album. As I said, just beautiful production, wonderful performances from the band as a whole. Again, Anton's bass standing out throughout the album, just holding down the fort, and just awesome. I would give this, if I had to give it a grade, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Highly recommend. It is a great record. Check it out. All That Reckoning. And guys, as always, I have a lot more content coming. Top 10s every Tuesday, album reviews, Heart of an Artist podcast. And I just appreciate you watching this channel. Thanks so much. And as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please like, and if you want to subscribe, click the Johnny Radio icon to the right, and also some of my other related content. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.